Top 7 vitamins to strengthen your legs. Prevent leg cramps in seniors. Are you tired of feeling like your legs are betraying you? Do you wake up with muscle cramps that make you wince? Maybe you've noticed that climbing stairs leave you breathless, or perhaps you're worried about losing your balance and taking a nasty fall. What if I told you that the solution to stronger, more reliable legs might be sitting right in your kitchen cabinet? Today, we're going to explore 7 powerful vitamins that can completely change how your legs feel and function. These aren't expensive treatments or complicated exercises. They're simple nutrients that your body is probably crying out for right now. Before we dive in, I'd love to know where you're watching from today. Drop a comment below and tell me about any leg issues you've been dealing with. And hey, if you want to keep learning about simple ways to stay strong and healthy, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming up. Let's start with something that might surprise you. Vitamin B12, your secret weapon against weak legs. Here's something most people don't realize. When your legs feel heavy, tired, or like they're not responding the way they should, the problem might not be in your muscles at all. It could be in your nerves. Vitamin B12 is like the electrical system in your home. Without proper wiring, even the strongest appliances won't work correctly. Your muscles are incredibly strong, but if the signals from your brain aren't getting through clearly, they'll feel weak and unresponsive. As we get older, our bodies become terrible at absorbing B12 from food. It's not your fault, and it's not something you did wrong. Your stomach simply doesn't produce as much acid as it used to, and without that acid, B12 just passes right through your system without doing any good. The scary part? B12 deficiency creeps up on you slowly. You might start noticing that your legs feel numb or tingly. Maybe you have trouble feeling the ground under your feet, which makes you unsteady. Some people describe it as feeling like they're walking on cotton balls or wearing thick socks all the time. But here's the good news. When you fix a B12 deficiency, the changes can be dramatic. People often tell me they feel like they got their old legs back. Their energy returns, the numbness fades, and they feel confident walking again. So where do you find B12? Fish, meat, eggs, and dairy products are your best friends here. If you're not eating much of these foods, or if you've been struggling with digestive issues, you might need a supplement. B12 is one of the safest vitamins to take. So don't worry about taking too much. Your body will get rid of what it doesn't need. Magnesium, the muscle relaxer you never knew you needed. Let me ask you something. Do you ever wake up in the middle of the night with a Charlie horse that makes you jump out of bed? Or maybe your legs feel restless when you're trying to watch TV, like you just can't get comfortable no matter what you do? That's your body screaming for magnesium. Think of magnesium as the peacekeeper between your muscles and nerves. When you have enough of it, your muscles know when to contract and when to relax. Without it, they're like a light switch that's stuck in the on position. Here's what's really frustrating. So many things in our daily lives steal magnesium from our bodies. Stress is a huge one. If you've been dealing with worry, anxiety, or just a general stress of life, your magnesium levels are probably lower than they should be. Certain medications can drain it too, especially water pills and heartburn medications. But when you get your magnesium levels back up, it's like someone turned down the volume on all that muscle tension. Those nighttime cramps become a thing of the past. Your legs feel more relaxed during the day. Even your sleep improves because your muscles aren't fighting you anymore. The easiest way to get more magnesium is through food. Nuts, seeds, dark leafy greens, and even dark chocolate are packed with it. If you love a handful of almonds as a snack or enjoy some spinach with dinner, you're already on the right track. If you're thinking about a supplement, look for magnesium citrate or magnesium glycinate. These forms are gentle on your stomach, and your body can actually use them, unlike some of the cheaper versions you might find at the store. Potassium, the unsung hero of muscle function. Now, I want you to think about the last time you had a muscle cramp. Was it sudden? Did it feel like your muscle was tied in a knot? That painful experience was likely your body telling you it needs more potassium. Potassium is like the conductor of an orchestra. It makes sure all your muscles work together in harmony. When there's not enough of it, everything goes out of tune. Your muscles cramp up, you feel weak, and even simple movements become difficult. But Potassium does something else that's really important for your legs. It helps keep your bones strong by preventing your body from leaching calcium out of them. It's like having a security guard that keeps the good stuff where it belongs. The tricky thing about potassium is that we need a lot of it every day. I'm talking about thousands of milligrams. That might sound scary, but it's actually easier than you think to get enough if you know what to eat. Everyone talks about bananas, and yes, they're good, but here's a secret. A medium baked potato with the skin has more potassium than a banana. Sweet potatoes, avocados, white beans, and even orange juice are packed with it. If you're someone who doesn't eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, this might be where you're falling short. Your legs are trying to tell you they need more of these good foods. One word of caution, though. If you're taking heart medications or have kidney problems, check with your doctor before loading up on potassium-rich foods or supplements. For most people, getting it from food is perfectly safe and exactly what your body needs. Vitamin K, the traffic director for your bones. Here's something that might blow your mind. You could be taking calcium supplements every day, drinking milk, eating cheese, and still have weak bones. How is that possible? Because without vitamin K, calcium is like a lost tourist with no map. Vitamin K is the traffic director that tells calcium exactly where to go. It makes sure calcium ends up in your bones and teeth where you need it, instead of floating around in your blood vessels where it can cause problems. But vitamin K does something else really cool for your legs. It helps reduce inflammation in your joints. If your knees have been aching or your hips feel stiff, vitamin K might be exactly what you need to start feeling more comfortable. There are actually two types of vitamin K, and they both matter. The first type comes from green vegetables. I'm talking about spinach, kale, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts. I know, Brussels sprouts aren't everyone's favorite, but hear me out. Just 1 cup gives you more vitamin K than you need for the entire day. The second type comes from fermented foods and some animal products. Things like aged cheese, egg yolks, and a Japanese food called natto. This type of vitamin K is especially good at directing calcium into your bones. If you're taking blood-thinning medication, you need to be careful with vitamin K because it can affect how your medication works. Don't avoid it completely, but talk to your doctor about keeping your intake consistent. For everyone else, loading up on green vegetables is one of the best things you can do for your legs and your overall health. Calcium, the foundation your legs are built on. Let's talk about something everyone thinks they know about, but most people get wrong. Calcium isn't just about drinking milk and avoiding broken bones. It's about every single movement your legs make. Here's how it works. Every time you want to take a step, your brain sends a signal to your leg muscles. That signal triggers calcium to flood into your muscle fibers, causing them to contract. Without enough calcium, your muscles can't generate the power they need. It's like trying to start a car with a dead battery. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing calcium from food. At the same time, we're losing calcium from our bones every single day. If we're not replacing what we lose, our legs become weaker and more fragile. But here's what's really important to understand. Taking a calcium supplement by itself is like trying to build a house with just bricks and no mortar. You need other nutrients to make calcium actually work. The best approach is to get calcium from a variety of sources. Dairy products are obvious choices, but don't overlook things like canned salmon with bones, almonds, and dark leafy greens. These foods often come with other nutrients that help your body use the calcium effectively. If you do decide to take a supplement, don't take it all at once. Your body can only absorb about 500 milligrams at a time, so split your dose throughout the day, and always take it with food to improve absorption. Here's something most people don't know. Weight-bearing exercise is just as important as calcium intake for strong bones. Walking, dancing, or even light strength training tells your bones they need to stay strong. Without that signal, even perfect nutrition won't be enough. Vitamin D, the master key to strong legs. If I could only recommend one vitamin for leg strength, this would be it. Vitamin D is like the master key that unlocks your body's ability to build strong muscles and bones. Here's the problem. Most of us aren't getting nearly enough vitamin D, especially as we get older. Our skin becomes less efficient at making it from sunlight. We spend more time indoors. And even when we do go outside, we're often covered in sunscreen that blocks the very rays we need. The result is a silent epidemic of vitamin D deficiency that's robbing people their strength and mobility. When your vitamin D levels are low, your muscles literally can't function properly. They become weak, they tire easily, and they don't respond quickly when you need them to catch your balance. This is why people with low vitamin D are much more likely to fall and hurt themselves. But vitamin D deficiency doesn't just affect your muscles. It also means your body can't absorb calcium properly, no matter how much you're taking in. It's like having a broken lock that won't let the key turn. The good news is that fixing a vitamin D deficiency can make you feel like a completely different person. Your muscles get stronger, your bones get denser, and your balance improves. Some people tell me they feel 10 years younger after getting their levels back up. So, how do you get more vitamin D? The most natural way is safe sun exposure. About 15 to 30 minutes of direct sunlight on your arms and legs several times a week can make a big difference. Just be smart about it and avoid the harshest midday sun. Food sources include fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, egg yolks, and fortified dairy products. But honestly, it's really hard to get enough vitamin D from food alone. For most adults, especially those over 50, a vitamin D supplement is probably necessary. Most experts recommend 800 to 1,000 IU per day, but some people need more. The only way to know for sure is to get your levels tested with a simple blood test. Before we continue, I want to hear from you. Which of these vitamins do you think you might be missing? Have you noticed any of the symptoms I've mentioned? Drop a comment below and let me know. Your experience might help someone else who's struggling with the same issues. And if you're finding this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me know what kind of content you want to see more of. Vitamin B6, the unsung hero of muscle recovery. Our final vitamin might be the most overlooked one on this list, but it's absolutely crucial for keeping your legs strong and functional. Vitamin B6 is like the maintenance crew for your muscles. While other nutrients help build strength, B6 makes sure everything keeps working smoothly day after day. It helps your body use protein effectively, keeps your nerves firing properly, and even helps prevent inflammation that can make your legs feel stiff and sore. One of the most important jobs B6 has is helping your body make red blood cells. These are the tiny vehicles that carry oxygen to your muscles. When you don't have enough B6, you don't make enough healthy red blood cells. The result? Your leg muscles don't get the oxygen they need, so they tire out quickly and feel heavy. Have you ever noticed that some days your legs feel fine, but other days they feel like lead weights? That inconsistency might be a sign that your muscles aren't getting enough oxygen because you're low on B6. B6 deficiency can also cause numbness and tingling in your legs, similar to what happens with B12 deficiency. But there's a key difference. B6 deficiency often comes with muscle weakness and slower healing after exercise or injury. The good news is that B6 is found in lots of common foods. Chicken, fish, bananas, potatoes, and chickpeas are all excellent sources. If you eat a reasonably varied diet, you might already be getting enough. But some people are at higher risk for B6 deficiency. If you take certain medications, have digestive problems, or if you're dealing with a lot of stress, you might need more than the average person. The recommended amount is pretty small, just 1.5 to 1.7 milligrams per day for older adults. But don't go overboard with supplements. Too much B6 can actually cause nerve damage, which is the opposite of what we want. Putting it all together, your path to stronger legs. Now that you know about these 7 essential vitamins, you might be wondering how to make sure you're getting enough of all of them without turning your kitchen into a pharmacy. Here's my advice. Start with food first. A diet rich in colorful vegetables, lean proteins, dairy or fortified alternatives, nuts, seeds, and fruits will give you most of what you need. Think of supplements as insurance, not as replacements for good nutrition. If you're concerned about deficiencies, especially in vitamin D and B12, which are the most common ones, consider getting a blood test. It's the only way to know for sure where you stand. Remember, these changes don't happen overnight. Your body needs time to rebuild and repair. Give it at least a few weeks of consistent good nutrition before you expect to see major improvements. But when those improvements do come, they can be life-changing. Imagine waking up without leg cramps. Picture yourself walking upstairs without getting winded. Think about feeling confident and steady on your feet again. Your legs have carried you through life. Now it's time to give them the nutrition they need to keep carrying you forward. What's your next step going to be? Are you going to focus on getting more of one particular vitamin? Or are you planning to overhaul your entire approach to nutrition? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, if this video helped you understand something new about your health, please share it with someone who might benefit. Sometimes the simplest information can make the biggest difference in someone's life. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest tips for staying strong, healthy, and independent. We've got so much more to share with you, and I can't wait to continue this journey together. Until next time, take care of those legs, and they'll take care of you.